We have DCI news, recaps coming up next on March or Die. Welcome back to March or Die. I'm the Stress Master. Thank you guys for joining me. I really do appreciate all your support on my videos, all your great comments. So please keep those coming. We do have some news I wanted to bring to you. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Some people have been talking about it. The Skywriters was a corps from starting back in the 50s, hit their zenith, their peak in the 80s. Unfortunately, they folded. That's a term we used to use, folded. No longer performing after the, I think, 88 season. I think it's the 88 season. And now they're coming back. So I'm going to bring this video to you guys here. This is from DCI's Facebook, but here we go. The score is very interesting. They did some really off-the-wall, out there kind of shows sometimes. Really well performed though.
July 17th will be a big day in Hutchinson, Kansas. It will mark the first public step in the rebirth of the Skywriters Drum and Bugle Corps, a much-loved corps that reached its zenith in the 80s. The newly formed Skywriters Performing Arts Foundation intends to bring the Corps back to the city where it started more than 70 years ago. Jay Smith and Dale Antoine are among the Skywriter alumni leading the effort. They recently updated us on their progress.
We made some visits to Hutch. We made some visits to a lot of critical organizations, the community college, local band programs, to find out that there were a number of band directors in the Hutchinson area who had marched drum corps. At some point in time, they had been exposed because of Dale's years, the Wizard of Oz show, the West Side Story show, all of those things, and they're here. So it's made for a perfect storm for us.
The organizing group is working on key partnerships with the community college, local schools, and other groups across the region.
We've done all of the structural things you need to do to start a drum corps. We've got the 501c3 done. We've got the board of directors put together. We got a consultant board of directors on top of that. People like J.D. Shaw and Darren Davis with Broken Arrow. Chris Knighton, who's the director of bands in Arkansas, former Skywriters, all right, that have come on board to say, we'd love to consult on this project. When we put something out on the field, whether it starts as a drum line or whatever, the hope is to put quality out there.
The Blue Devils will help spread the word with a clinic in Hutchinson on the 17th.
So the response has been really good, and we're going to really see the response on the 17th of July at this event with the Blue Devils, because it is a jointly sponsored community college with Gowan Stadium, which is a beautiful community college stadium, and so we intend to use it as much as we can. But I think we'll have a good turnout. Both alumni coming from all over Colorado. There's alumni coming from Colorado, from Missouri, from Oklahoma, all coming up, Texas, because they want to see what's happening and be a part of it.
Okay, so if somebody wants to learn more, where do they go?
They go to www.skywriters.com, and you get the whole information there. You can click on Skywriters Performing Arts Foundation, more information about the startup, and there will be updates as we progress along.
I cannot wait. I applaud you, your whole group, for doing this. This is going to be a great story. Not if you pull it off, but when you pull it off.
Absolutely.
You got this.
We hope so. We hope so. Very cool.
Very 80s. It's so cool, the colors and everything. Well, that was cool. I never got to see the Skyriders live. I did see their shows. They did some very interesting shows, like I said. So definitely go back and watch and see if you can pull up some of their shows from the 80s. They did some really cool stuff. Really good group. Not sure what the logistics were of why they decided not to continue moving forward after 88, but glad that they're coming back. We can use more drum corps. I'm sure you guys can all agree. All right, so let's go to scores. Let me go and pull that up here. All right, so a lot of shows. There was 5 shows yesterday. I think it was 5 different shows. A lot of people are starting to express their opinions about the Boston Crusaders. I did my video on the Boston Crusaders. I thought they were pretty good. I agree with some of the comments that I think that there needs to be some tweaking done to the show to make it more, what's the word? More entertaining, I guess is the right way. Because there are some points where it's just kind of lulling a little bit. But I get their points. I get your guys' points. But just take this. Give it time. We still have 4 more weeks until finals. So let's leave judgment until we get to the finals, when everything's said and done and everything is fully fleshed out in terms of how shows are going to progress. And that's one of the things I've kind of come to grips with this year is I've had some very strong feelings about some shows, and I'm just like, I really don't like this show. I really think it's going to be whatever. I'm gonna take an approach of I'm gonna wait 4 weeks until finals. Once I see it at finals, that's the final product. There is nothing past that point. There's no more development. There's no more change. So I'm going to kind of give it that respect and wait until I see it at finals. I think it's just kind of live and learn, this year with me and everything. Is just give everything a chance. Let it breathe. Let it do its thing. Let the staff and the core and everything develop. And then we'll give our opinions after finals. But anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about scores. So right now, Blue Devils are at 89.6, and I predicted they'd be at 90 by Salt Lake or right after, and they're pretty much at 90. So I kind of called that one. Boston Crusaders with an 88.1, so really close. Blue Coats with an 86.7. Their show is, like I said, is very different. It's a very different. Every year for their shows have been really kind of out there since the Beatles kind of thing. Last year's show I thought was amazing. I thought it was a great show. A lot of people at the beginning of the season were kind of like, what the heck is this? But then by finals, it's rocking and full steam. So, you never know. Carolina Crown is 86.2. They are also really good. And some people have also made some comments. It's like the show is just not elevated yet. But once again, let's give it some time, see what happens. And then Phantom Regiment, they're making a huge push. Good for Phantom, 83.25. They're really pushing up. I'm actually probably going to watch them this week because I have not seen the show since, I can't remember the last time. Probably the Standstill. And I don't think I've really reacted to it on the field yet. So I think I'm going to get them. I still need to get to Cavaliers. I haven't gotten to them yet, so I will definitely get to them. But anyway, so let's continue down. So Mandarins are right now at 83.85. So technically they're above the Phantom Regiment, but they're not. I mean, until they meet head-to-head, everybody meets head-to-head. This is really just kind of arbitrary because it's for the show. So the numbers are out for the shows and the other competitions at the show. So it's just kind of like you got to take the numbers for what it is. It's just numbers at this point. Cadets with an 82.6, and then Blue Stars, and then Cavaliers with an 81.05, Troopers 80.9, and then Colts, and then Pacific Crest. So that's a cool thing, Pacific Crest in the top 12 as of right now. I'm sure they can sustain it, so we'll see. They have a really great show. I think you guys watched my previous video. I think they really do have a really good show. I think it's very well designed, very GE focused in terms of like colors and sets and the way that they perform the show, and they have everything staged is really well thought out and really well conceived. So good for them. And 13th, we have Crossman, Blue Knights, Madison, Academy, and all these corps, even down to Spirit of Atlanta, are all pretty much in the same kind of point realm, within a point of each other. You never know what's going to happen, so we'll have to wait and see. But I mean, overall, I think it's a different year. I mean, last year I think it had a different energy and vibe to it. I think that's pretty much synonymous with every year. And maybe it's because I didn't see, I don't know, I did see quite a bit of shows last year, but not as many, I think, as this year. So I maybe have a little bit different perspective and opinion because I've seen so many shows this year so far. But I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. We still have 4 more weeks, like I said. 4 more weeks for development, four more weeks for change. I remember one of the years I marched, we actually changed an entire production, like took out the music, added another song. We were able to do that in a week and redo the drill and everything, and it changed the whole feel of the show. So you just never know what's going to happen until we get to that finals week, and then finals, and then that's it. There's no more changes, and then we're left with whatever was set on the field there. So please make sure you subscribe if you have not done so, and then please make sure that you leave these great comments you guys are leaving, and I will be sure to get to those if I can. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, stay cool because it's really hot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, march on.